Caffeine has been acquired. Normally, I don't purchase scratch offs, but I had a random $2 in the old wallet that I don't normally, me and baby girl, we be throwing our spare ones in the center console and then saving them in a shoebox. It's a good way to save ones. So that's what we've been doing, but I had 2 left in my wallet. I didn't throw them in there. I'm trying to get lucky, so I got a lottery ticket. Caffeine's been acquired, and I'm gonna check back in y'all in half a second whenever I get the shirts. Here's some B-roll. So, please forgive the noise. There's a bunch of stuff going on around me, up and down the street. We got a guy mowing over here. I've got my air compressor running because I'm putting air in the tire. Got to air it up because we got to load up old Frank, take him over to the job site, run him for a little bit. So, since this is kind of a vlog series on how to be, my vlog series on how to run a construction company and the things that I go through while running my construction company, I'm gonna bring y'all along. So I'm gonna finish putting some air in the tire, set up the tripod, get a time lapse going of how I get everything loaded up. So I'll be right back. Okay, so step 1 is always get the trailer attached. Fuck. Now, sorry, had to get the shop gate open. I would also like for those of you who haven't met her yet to meet the actual owner of CTSC.
Come here, Sunny Buns. This is the soy weenie.
This is Sunny Beans, or Buns, or the Bad Rabbit. She's a sweet little girl.
That's Sunshine. She owns the business for us. We just take care of it. Sunny, get over here. Sorry, she likes to run away. So, we've gotten everything loaded up, or let me rephrase that. Got the trailer good to go, attached to the truck. Now, got the old greaser. I'm gonna set it up and then do a little bit of maintenance quick fast. So, one more time lapse and I'll be right back. And that's that, y'all. Big Frank is loaded down. Bella's ready to pull him. And we gonna hit the damn road. See y'all at the job site. Oh, we're back. We're back and a little more formal, huh? Oh, sorry about all this. We've got you at a much more convenient angle. Hell, you can see the whole ranch rig from right where y'all are at. Y'all got a good seat. It might be just a little bit bouncy, but hell, I like this. I can talk to y'all a little bit better. VP I just dropped her at the tractor. Well, we had to drop the tractor off. I'll just give y'all a little quick rundown of all the things we've accomplished this morning. I know I've said it once before, but we have, it's just a little after lunchtime, depending on what time zone you're in. But we take lunch about noon 30 maybe. Anywho, I am shagging ass back to job site. I dropped the tractor off there. I was trying to get a couple of things done while I dropped the tractor off, but I was going to get my concrete guys away. Didn't want to do that. I like to give everybody their fair space. I like to let everybody just do their process, do their job. I'm not, you know, y'all are helping me out. That's y'all's profession, not mine. Have at it. That's what I say. So yeah, I'm letting them get out of the way. Like I said, it's just a little after lunch. I waited to leave right at lunch, so leave the house right at lunch. Me and VP ran a couple errands after we dropped the tractor off. I just went and dropped her in the trailer off, like I said. I do a lot of repeating myself. I apologize. I don't like it. Whenever I'm telling somebody something, I don't like to have to repeat myself, but I guess more than not, I repeat myself. So, what in the hell is going on up here? I can't tell if they're on my side of the road. We've got some blockage. We've got some road blockage. But yeah, while we were at the house, we've got, I didn't put it in the first video. We have our shop, the CTSC shop is in the backyard of the house, at the house. So we're trying to renovate it a little bit, make it nicer, make it more usable. Gonna clean it out a little bit so that way we can. I've got a whole bunch of tools. We've got materials. Like the yard itself has plenty of space. We're gonna do a whole total yard transformation. I'm also gonna be documenting that, but anyway. Sorry about that. Phone got a little overheated sitting over in the sun, so I was not able to, I haven't even been able to run the tractor yet. I was sitting there talking with the concrete guys for a little bit. Everything's good over here. And then I set my phone in the tractor and it got too hot. Black case problem, so. I came back to the truck, let it cool down. I've got a couple hours before I can come back in here, and I pulled my straw hat out, ran the tractor over there, dropped off the tractor, ran and got some more materials, dropped off G in the trailer, went and picked up some more materials, ran back to drop the materials off. Yeah, man. Now I gotta wait till about I've got an hour to blow before I can come back and finish the day running the tractor here at this job site, smooth the ground out back to level and prep for this concrete. I'm pouring a slab. If you didn't watch the first video, the project, I've got a couple projects going on. This big project that I've got going on is a 60-foot long by 30-foot deep metal construction building on top of an engineered slab. Here in Texas, you have to call everything an engineered slab that is not simply pier and beam. So, engineered a slab, which concrete guys already have templates for that, I believe. I mean, I guess. I'm not a concrete guy. I run a construction company. At heart, I'm a welder, and by trade, I'm a greasy equipment operator. But, you know, I started this company to not only to teach me a whole lot more about the industry, because I know quite a bit. I know enough to start my own company and operate things, and I've got projects under my belt. And as you can tell, I'm not just if you can tell by the hat and my multitude of embroidered shirts, I've got a bunch of different hats. That we're not just a regular old degular Jim and Bob construction company. I say we. I'm not just a regular old degular Jim and Bob construction company. I like to get shit done, and I have a vision for this that doesn't just stop at building people homes and workshops and things like that. I guess I got a minute. I really just wanted to share with you guys my vision, like I just stated. I haven't really gotten the opportunity to do that quite yet, but you know, obviously a little bit of it is for profit, so I can live. I mean, I started this company because I've always had a job. I've liked to have a job. I was raised to work for your money. There's no such thing as a handout. Everything, you know, there's no the full. To not shorten that statement, there's no such thing as a handout. It's all debt. That's how we were raised. So that's how I continue to operate. So I like to do things the right way. I like to be honest. You see too many companies, too many guys out here that just start some things up. They're ambulance chasers, and they just want to. It's strictly because they'd like to get to the money. And now, of course, the money's nice. I can live. I mean, it's always a blessing to be able to be financially comfortable and not have to struggle for your next couple of dollars. But I would like. There's a hole. There's a gap that needs filled in my community specifically. That's not selfish. It's the position that needs filled. It's somebody with some capital, somebody selfless, and somebody who just wants to see things done the right way and see them through to be done the right way. Like I'm persistent. I am perseverant. Sorry, people are driving like crazy. If you just saw that motherfucker that just went behind me. People are out here trying to kill me. You always got to keep your head on a swivel. Anyway, it's people who, you know, and sorry for stuttering. I'm trying to put together the right words. I want to remain respectful. I don't like putting anybody's name in the dirt because I wouldn't want that done to me. So I'm not putting anybody specific in the dirt. The only thing that I would like to bring to light here is the simple fact that there is honest work, but there's not much of it. There's not many people that are willing to put in the hours, do what it takes, and follow through with their word. Not many people do that at all. So that's what I've been doing. It's not even anything I had to learn. It was just instilled. Just practices that I've modeled my life after. Well, I mean, not even I've modeled my life after. That I was raised by. Just some of the things that I still do. I some of the principles I still keep. I don't know how else to put it. People are driving like, Waco, you're crazy today. Damn it. Central Texas is crazy today. To be specific, we're in the capital of Central Texas. We're right here. We are literally the heart of Central Texas. So that's why I'm Central Texas Specialty Construction. Yeah, so I mean, there are a couple guys who I do look up to. They do stuff for the less fortunate in the community, and those are some of the, like I'm gonna do those things. We've got cool raffles with pretty lucrative prizes coming up. I've got hunting trips planned for the raffle. I mean, I would love to go on a hunting trip, but I've got work to do, y'all. I'm trying to raise some more money before I do anything like that. I would love to, like I said, but I got to keep going. There's so much. I can't leave any stone unturned, and more than anything, I'm just trying to do the right thing. And of course, in the meantime, you know, I'm a man of God. I try to be. So I want to make sure that my family's taken care of. I want to make sure that my girlfriend's taken care of. I'd like to make her my wife here pretty soon, or my fiance, but wife pretty soon. She's really helped me out, really set me straight, which I don't have a problem with. I'm not a real I'm an outgoing person, but I don't go out of my way to be outgoing. I'm more of a humble, quiet, collected, and especially so if you piss me off. If I get mad, I get silent. So that's how you should know to shut the fuck up. If I'm talking to you, if I'm barking back, don't worry about it. But if I shut the fuck up, if you piss me off and I shut the fuck up, most of the time I just shut up because another thing I live off of is that's none of my business. Whatever is not my business is not my business. There's no room in my brain for me to figure that out. I don't want to hear your secrets. I don't care about the girl you're seeing. I don't know nothing. If it about me or mine, I don't know nothing. So that's just me. I wanted to take a little second and yell at you real quick. I'm at Harbor Freight Tools, one of the best spots on earth. I need to run in here and get my baby a shop fan and see if there's anything in here cool that I need. An eye for an eye, you know? So, I'll be right back. All right, so it is the end of the day, and we've got this side looking a whole lot more like it's getting prepped for concrete, and this got just a little area right there, just needs a little bit more. But we've got our frame set up, everything squared away, and we are getting ready to get to it. It's getting exciting. So good afternoon. I am way late in the video. Obviously some things have changed, if you couldn't tell. If you could, I'll let you leave it down in the comments below. However, the remainder of this video, to close out this week on this beautiful weekend, we have had an extremely busy past few days. I'm sorry, I'm cleaning set as I'm going. But sorry, I just needed a little more space. I couldn't dance around in here. Anyway, we've had an extremely long, busy week. However, it has been extremely productive. So, a couple of cool things I want to shout out, and I will be getting more into later, and you'll also see in next week's video, so stay tuned. But for this week, and a couple of updates on what you missed, and I am going to swing by some, I am going to put some pictures in this video and talk over, give you a little voiceover of some of the updates that I didn't get the chance to record because I have been very busy. But with all that being said, very quickly, as I did, let's mellow out, let's take a little breath. I today am in front of Franco, Big Frank, this is my baby. I don't, I've done a very big walk around, which I think I'm gonna do. I might give you all a little bit of walk around the frame after I do some installation. So I love Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight is a fucking, excuse my French, great store. They're an exceptional spot. So I buy a lot of my stuff from Harbor Freight. I needed a reverse light, or not necessarily one. Yes, I needed a bit of reverse light, but I also needed a light that I can see behind me, because I do a lot of really early morning work and quite a bit of, and now I'll be able to do quite a bit more of late night work and early morning work. So I needed some light in the rear of my tractor, so I got, this is the floodlight. This is the, I'm gonna pause real quick and go get the box so I'm not lying to you. Sorry for that, I had to go grab the boxes. I didn't have them out here with me. So this is a 3x3, this is the floodlight, not the spotlight. I needed the flood because, as you can see right here on the back, I needed that good spray of light in a small, compact area. And I needed to be able to still rotate it a little bit. So I'm gonna mount it. I'll show you where I'm mounting it in a second when I mount it. I needed the box to be able to show you what this is. This is the Road Shock LED 3-inch floodlight. It's got 965 lumens, and like I said, it's the flood, so it's gonna give me a bunch of light in the rear. I also got a 8-inch LED. This is the combo spot / floodlight bar. So I'm super excited about this guy. This is gonna be pretty cool. I'm not sure how to swap them over yet. I guess it's both. Yeah, it's made of it looks like 3 different sections of LEDs. The middle being the spot, and those, or excuse me, the middle being the spotlight, and the outside being the floodlight. So you get a good flow down the middle, and I'm gonna put him right there on the front. So I'm going to get this kicked over into the installation mode of things. Sorry, I'm learning to do this as I go. Okay, I'm a business owner, and I think YouTube is going to be fun, and I'm trying to do this at the same time. So don't yell at me. So I'm going to pause this. I'm going to get a little bit of B-roll real quick. I already got one shot, but I'm going to get a cooler shot, and then I'm going to go ahead and install them. So I will be right back to you if I decide to intervene, or if I happen to complete it without any problems. Be right back. So we're making one more change of pace here. As you can tell, things got a little bit more messy, and I've changed one more time. So, update is, it's going to be easier to go ahead and weld these guys on. So I've went and made my marks. I've got this guy, I've bolted my mounts on, laid it out, saw where I wanted it, make a couple adjustments, found out where I like it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get these, the bottom and a couple of the edges of these guys, nice and polished down a little bit. There's this coating on the outside of them, and I just want them, as well as around the grill guard, so I just want them to be able to get a nice good weld, good hold on this. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut in the time-lapse mode. I'm sorry for burping. I'm still drinking Bang. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my everything set up. Everything set up and prepared. Sorry, I don't have my fucking microphone in either. Like I said, it took a little bit of a turn, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this buffed out. I went ahead and threw the tarp over my the front end of my tractor and kind of draped it around some of the hoses and stuff just so I didn't fuck off any of my hosing. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this buffed out. I'm gonna throw it on time lapse. I'm gonna go ahead and grind it down, check, make sure everything's good to go. I'm gonna align it, and then we're gonna do a little bit of welding. We're gonna mount it. I've already mounted my rear view light. After I mount that guy, I'm going to continue to finish out with the wiring harnesses and getting them tested out, getting them cut on, see how they work, see what kind of adjustments I need to make, and I'll close out with that. So here comes the time lapse. Good glorious morning, everybody. This is one more video we're gonna make. We are out here at the new property. Like I said, I promised you I was gonna show you around. I had to take a step back away from Frank. Frank's right there being menacing as always. We are the new caretakers. This is gonna all be cleaned up tomorrow. Today, however, it's my job. I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna kind of start with this area. Starting with this area, excuse me, it cut off. I'm gonna get this all mowed down up front, and then I'm gonna come in here and start with the back. So we've got a little bit of mowing to do. We're gonna stick to the edges first to get everything cut down nice and good. I've got a tripod to come out here in just a second and show you everything. But for the time being, this is our property. So this is our gorgeous little 5 acres total, and this is what it looks like now. I just want to give you a good look. I'm standing about, a little over shin deep in some schmutz. This is all gonna get knocked down. We're gonna put gravel over here. This is gonna be real slick. So I'm gonna jump on Frank. I'm gonna start going, and then as we get to it, I'll get to time lapse. Stay tuned. What's going on, guys? I am covered in dirt, as you can see. It gets dirty shredding. So I'm not gonna spin y'all around in a circle. Sorry about all that. Anyway, I'm gonna give old Frank a bath here because he's pretty disgusting. I'll flip him around and show y'all the dirty details. So yeah, Frank got pretty dirty. I hope that glare isn't doing you too bad, but you see all this, just a nice little layer of film. Frank's a working man, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this knocked off of him. See, while I was working, that bitch is holding beautifully. Frank did a damn good job. We had to drive him about maybe 3-4 miles up the road, 5 miles, something like that, if that, and shredded a field like I showed y'all just a second ago. Our field actually. So I'm gonna get him rinsed off and parked, and I'll be back to do my exit. I'll show you. Here's another time lapse. Hell, I knew I was forgetting something, and that something was to turn the time lapse on. But Big Frank dog's clean for the most part, except for where my muddy boot was. Other than that, we're good to go. I got him parked drying. Got the shredder parked back over there. Excuse me. I've got some cool pictures that I took that I'm gonna post for my shredding business, and I'm gonna put them in here just because I didn't get the opportunity to not voice over, excuse me. I'm tired now. To time lapse me mowing. So I've got some before and after pictures that I'm gonna put over, which is probably gonna come in after this little clip right here. Whew, I am exhausted. It's been a good long morning. We got up at about 6:15, 6:20. I don't remember if I made a post. I was trying to be quiet back here, so hopped on the tractor, rolled over. I know I got a video. I know I took a video and gave my morning intro when I pulled up to the to our new little piece of land. But yeah, this is the area in the video where I'm gonna give you all my little. Here's my little outro. Thank you to everybody. Huge thank you to everybody who has purchased anything from us, worked with us. Yes, I'm sorry you get to see the shitty shed in the back, but the inside's nice. That's what I was showing you the other day. This is what we're working with right now as far as the backyard. This is going to be revamped soon. It's going to be made our very, very cool, very nice hangout spot. But for now, we're just we're working with it. And like I said, we got us a little piece of land. So it's 5 acres. It's about 6 minutes up the road, which does wonders. We're gonna put a gate. First things first, gate, fixing fences, which is cheap and it's not gonna take us long. After we get all that handled, we're gonna I'm gonna have some gravel coming and laid. We lay that gravel down, we'll put a building up. There's already a little lean-to there. I'll point that out in the pictures I took. And we've got 2 beautiful barns with some cool barn finds in there that we're gonna fix up and get going, and hopefully pay back the little investment that we make. With the tractor, before I get, because we're gonna put cows on there, that's where we're gonna start the cattle operation / home base for CTSC. So we now have an office, or we're soon to have an office, but we now have property that company property. So we're gonna be putting cameras, signs, all that good stuff up, and there hadn't been cows on there in a while, so I went and cut it this morning because I'm an anxious person. Yesterday morning went and spoke with the landowner. She doesn't live around here. She has a house on the property, of which we're supposed to be keeping an eye on, just maintaining the place, because like I said, she lives out of town. So part of it is we get to do a little bit of babysitting, and the other part of it is it's very cheap rent because I'm maintaining the property. I'm gonna be fixing it up. She doesn't have a problem with us. I mentioned it. I said, keep the. We'll walk through. I'll show you everything. I told her to keep the proceeds of the things that we recycle, because I'm gonna do a whole bunch of recycling. It's just metal scraps, and there's a couple of machines in there that I'm gonna fix up and get going. And if we like some of them running enough, when we get them running, if we like them enough, we're gonna keep them. The others I'm gonna like I said, get running, and I'm just gonna sell them. So we've got a couple different options that we're gonna go. We're gonna run cows. I'm probably gonna run 3 cows and some goats. And we've got 3 different pastures that I'm gonna put gates. There's already like the split in the fences for a gate. They just opened up right now, so I'm gonna put some gates in so I can split the pasture up. We've got a nice little pond on there. I'll show you all that. It's completely dry right now. Goodness gracious, I got dirt on. I'm ready to shower. I'm covered in dirt. If you couldn't see the tops of my arms, every time I tap myself, a little thin layer comes off me. So I'm gonna, there goes the AC. I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get this finished up, and I believe I walked through and showed you all the lights I put on. This morning, I was back on those farm roads. Well, first things first, using it to hook up the shredder this morning was a gorgeous thing. I just flipped that bitch on, and we were able to back right up to it. I mean, it lit up the whole backyard. And then when I got onto the farm roads, I kicked on the old front light bar right there, and we were good to go. I could see for 3 miles ahead of me. So yeah, there's that. We've got land. I'm very excited. As you can tell, I got up, like I said, ass crack of dawn. Been up since about 6:15 shredding it. Took me a few hours, but I took a little break. Gray VP came and picked me up, and we went and got a little breakfast, a little Gatorade. So there's that. I didn't take a time lapse of really anything I said I was going to, and I apologize. I'm gonna do a better job of that. Tripod was forgotten by me, so that's why I wasn't able to do that. But I've got some good before, good after pictures, and as you could tell, Frank's all nice and clean. I need to get myself nice and clean. Yeah, I'm gonna compile this video together, but this is the outro. Thank you again so very much. I hope you enjoyed this one. This one is a little bit busier. I actually let it go a whole week instead of just doing a full day's worth of activities. So yeah, thank you. This was second video. They're only gonna keep getting cooler and better. So one more time, I've said it 4 times, thank you so much. Stay tuned, keep watching on YouTube or on the website. And yeah, keep on rocking with your cocks out, because if you stop, so will your opportunity. So I love you.